Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can't see your face. I see the top of your head. Hi. I want you to look at these colors, okay? So we're going to use blue for our vocabulary words. We're going to use purple for mouse words. And I don't know if we're going to use the other colors. But we will use blue for vocabulary words, purple for mouse words, and we're going to use orange for idioms. All right, I want us to go to the next slide. You see it?
Yes.
Okay, this slide is, now remember, we're going to use on the bottom of the iPad in the corner, use the magnifying glass button, okay? Okay, so we're going to look at the characters. So on the left side, with the blue behind the character, the blue cards, those are the good guys, okay? So you see up here in the corner, it says, meet the hero mice. Heroes are the good guys, okay?
Yes.
And then over on this side, the cards that have the kind of purple background, it says, and the sewer rats. Okay, so in this story, the mice are going to be the good characters, the heroes, and the rats are going to be the bad guys, okay?
Okay.
So let's take a quick look at the three main, these three characters right here are the team. This is the team of superheroes. So we have Geronimo Stilton, we have Swift Paws, and we have Lady Wonder Whiskers, okay? See that?
Yes.
So what it says about Geronimo Super Stilton is it says he's the strongest hero in Muskrat City, but he still must learn how to control his powers. Okay, do you know what that means to have, for a superhero to have powers?
Yes.
Right, that's like flying or a lot of strength or things that regular people can't do, right? Okay, Swift Paws, do you see him in the yellow? This is his partner in crime fighting. So together they fight crime. Crime is when someone breaks the law or does something bad, okay? He can transform his super suit into anything. Do you see this word transform?
Yes.
Transform means to change. So he can change his yellow suit into anything he wants. Okay, so he could say something like, I don't know, he could say helicopter, and his yellow suit would change into a helicopter. Okay, that's his superpower. And then Lady Wonder Whiskers, she is a mysterious mouse with special powers. She always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Hey, Archie, my computer keeps beeping because every time it gets a message from someone, it beeps. So I'm going to try an experiment, okay? I'm going to try muting the sound on my computer, and then I'm going to say something, and I want you to look at my mouth. And if you see my mouth moving, but you don't hear anything, I want you to give me a thumbs down. But if you can still hear me, I want you to give me a thumbs up, okay? So when I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and when I get to 0, I'm going to do this experiment, and I'm going to look for your thumb, okay? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Can you still hear me? No? Okay, hang on. Now can you hear me?
I hear.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to do it again. 3, 2, 1. Just a second, I haven't done it yet. Hang on. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Can you hear me? Can you hear me right now?
Yes. Yes.
Wait, I can't hear you though. Are you talking?
I hear you.
Give me a thumbs up if you're talking right now. Now, are you talking?
Yes.
All right, so I figured out my experiment. My experiment is that if I turn the sound off on my computer, you can hear me, but I can't hear you. So I'll have to leave the sound on. Sorry about all the beeping. Okay, let's see who else we have. We also have these characters at the bottom. This is Tess Technopause. She looks like a grandmother, right? Like a grandmother.
Yes.
She's a cook and a scientist who assists, that means helps, the Heromice with every mission. And over here, do you see these two kids? This is Electron and Proton. That's their names. They are super smart mouselets. That means like a kid, like a mouse who's a kid, who help the Heromice. They create and operate sophisticated technological gadgets. That's a lot of really big words. That means they're kind of they're like the smart ones that create all of the high-tech gadgets and gizmos and things that like walkie-talkies and watches and like a super pen, things that the Heromice can use to help them have secret superpowers. These are the two kids that figure it all out. They're kind of the brains of the whole thing. Okay? So those are the good guys. Now let's look at the bad guys. Okay, first we have Tony Sludge. He's the #1 bad guy. He's the boss of the bad guys, okay? He's the leader, and he's known for being tough and mean. Now this guy over here, Slick Fur, do you see him?
Yes.
He is Sludge's right-hand mouse. That means anytime Tony Sludge wants somebody to do something, he tells Slick Fur, and Slick Fur does it, okay? Then we have Tony Sludge's wife. That's Teresa Sludge. She makes the important decisions for their family. And then we have his daughter, who is Elena Sludge. She is the teenage daughter, and she loves music. And then over here we have 1, 2, and 3. That's what they call them. They call them 1, 2, and 3. They are the bodyguards, okay? It says they're not known for being smart, but they're strong. So they just do what they're told, and they have a lot of strength, okay? So those are the bad guys with the purple background, and these are the good guys with the blue backgrounds, okay? All right, we're gonna go to the next page, and we're gonna keep sliding on through until we get to page #1, chapter 1, all right? Are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah, on slide 8. Now, I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of chocolate chip ice cream?
No.
All right, I'm going to have to show you a picture of it. Here comes Mr. Google. Ready? Chocolate chip ice cream. Okay, yummy, yummy. Oh, it's making me want.
I know how it is. I know how it is.
Now, there's mint chocolate chip here and there's regular chocolate chip, okay? Actually, all of these say mint chocolate chip. But anyway, you see this right here?
Yes.
Yummy bowls of chocolate chip ice cream. Have you ever had this before?
Yes, but no, my mom didn't give me eat.
Ah, so do you think you would like this?
No.
No? Do you know what those little black, brown looking chips are?
I know it's chocolate.
That's right, it's chocolate. And that's why this ice cream is called chocolate chip ice cream, okay?
Okay. Do you see
Alright.
me?
Yeah, no.
Do you see me?
Yes, I can. Okay, so that's chocolate chip ice cream. Now, do you see how this chapter is called Cheddar Chip? So long, Cheddar Chip.
Why so long, cheddar chip?
Well, first I need to explain what cheddar is. Do you know what cheddar is?
What's a cheddar?
Have you ever heard of cheddar? Cheddar is a type of cheese. Here comes some pictures of cheddar cheese. All right, so this is cheddar cheese. Do you like cheese?
Yes.
Okay, so here's a picture of a big chunk of cheddar cheese. Okay? And a cheese.
Mom, water.
Now, Archie, you saw a picture of chocolate chip ice cream, right?
Yes.
Do you think you would like that ice cream made with chips of cheddar cheese instead of chocolate?
Yes.
What? Really?
Geronimo Stilton will like it.
Yeah, but how about Archie?
Yes.
You would like cheese ice cream?
Yes.
You want cheese in your ice cream? Has
Yes.
anyone checked your temperature today? Are you feeling okay? Really? You
Yes.
want cheese in your ice cream?
Yes.
Cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese.
Yes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yes.
Well, you are correct that Geronimo Stilton would like cheddar cheese in his ice cream because he is a mouse. Okay? So instead of calling this so long chocolate chip, they're calling it so long cheddar chip. Okay, so ice cream made with cheese, cheddar cheese. Now, one of the things this author really likes to do, Archie, is this. Watch this. Do you see what I just circled here and what I just circled here?
Yes.
Now, what do you notice about that? Same or different? Those two circles.
Different.
What? What are these two letters right here?
Different.
Well, the words are different, but I'm talking about the blue circles.
The blue circles is different.
No, they're not.
It is.
Huh?
It is different.
What letters do you see in the first blue circle?
C-A.
And what letters do you see in the second blue circle?
C-C. C-A.
It's the same. CH?
No, it's not the same.
What do you mean it's not the same? This is CH. This is CH. Right?
No, it is different.
Well, why do you think it's different? Are you saying it looks different?
Yes, it is different. CH and CH looks different.
All right, well, let's not talk about how it looks. Let's talk about if they're the same letters and they make the same sound.
It is.
Do they
It
both
is.
go
It's different.
cheddar, chip? And have I ever taught you this very long word right here? Here it comes. You ready? Ready for it?
Yes.
I don't know if I've ever taught you this word before because it's a really long word. Have I ever taught that to you before?
Yes.
These two letters go together. And then these three letters go together. And then these two letters go together. And then this letter goes by itself. And then these, how many circles did I make?
One, two, three, four, five.
Five. So there's 5 syllables. Alliteration. Alliteration. Okay. Alliteration. Alliteration is when you have two words next to each other that begin with the same sound. Okay. For example, my name, Karen Camp, is alliteration. For your name, for you to have alliteration with your name, we would need another word that begins with AR. So like artistic Archie or Archie the artist. That would be alliteration. So alliteration is when two or more words are next to each other and begin with the same sound. And the author of this book loves to do that. And we will be on the lookout for it because when we're reading this together, you and me, we're going to be detectives. Okay? So cheddar chip, cheddar chip. Now, let's look at what he says about cheddar chip. He says, so long. Do you know what that means when someone says, so long? Does that mean hello or does that mean goodbye?
Hello.
Nope, try again.
Hello.
No.
Goodbye.
Yes, it means goodbye. So the title of this chapter is Goodbye Ice Cream Made Out of Cheese. Okay? So Geronimo is going to say goodbye to an ice cream cone made out of cheese. That is what's going to happen in this chapter. All right? So let's go ahead and look here. Now, when we start a story, we need to be looking for two things. Who and where. Who is in the story, the characters, and where are they? That's the setting. Characters, setting. So if you think you find a character or something about where they are, I want you to tell me, okay? And if you think you see a word that's not written correctly, like the spelling is wrong, they didn't write the word, it's not really a word, but they changed it on purpose to make it seem like a mouse, then I want
It's mouse word. Mouse word.
That's right. And this page is already done. You see the first one?
Yes. Fay mouse. Fay mouse. Faber mouse.
Faber mouse. And
I was a Faber mouse.
do you know what that word is supposed to be? It's supposed to be
Faber mouse.
fabulous. Fabulous. Can you say that? Fabulous.
Fabulous.
Fabulous has 3 syllables. Here's the first one. Fab. You. List. Fabulous. Fabulous is a word we use to describe something or someone who is awesome, like fantastic, okay? Like you are fabulous. Or you could eat some brownies and say, those are fabulous. Or you could watch a movie and say, that was fabulous. Or you could eat your mom's cooking and say, Mom, that was fabulous, okay? So the word is fabulous, but they changed it to fabu mouse, right?
Yes.
It was a fabulous sunny day in New Mouse City. Now, have you ever gone to America and seen the Statue of Liberty?
I got
Do you know what the Statue of Liberty is?
No.
I'm going to show you a picture and you tell me if you've ever seen this before, okay? Here it comes.
Yes, I said before.
Yeah, that's in America in a place called New York City. Have you ever heard of New York City?
Yes.
Well, in this story, it takes place in New York City, but they call it New what?
New what?
New what?
New mouse.
New Mouse City.
Mouse City.
Okay, but it's really New York City. It was the perfect day to stretch my paw in the park. Now, you see this here? I'm going to underline it. Stretch my paws. Do you see that?
Yes.
Well, in English, we have an expression called stretch my legs. For example, have you ever been on an airplane for a long time? Or on a bus or a train for a long time?
No.
Yes, you have. Remember when you and your mom and dad went to Europe and you rented the camper to drive around?
Oh, yes?
Yeah, well, you were on the airplane for a long time. Have you forgotten about that? So when you're on an airplane for a long time, don't you like to get up and walk around?
No. I just want to stay in the airplane and look at
Movies?
the television.
Yes, yes. Well, some people, especially maybe your dad who has longer legs than you, he might feel a little scrunched and cramped sitting in an airplane seat, and he wants to stand up and walk around. Why? He might say, I'm going to get up and stretch my legs. It means I've been sitting for a long time and I want to walk.
Like this?
Yes, you're stretching. So you say, I got to stretch my legs. It means I've been sitting for a long time and I want to get up and walk around. So the expression in English is stretch my legs. But what did they write in the story?
The lagging.
Did they write stretch my legs? They wrote stretch my, this one.
That one.
What is that word?
What's that one?
That's paws. Do you know that a mouse or a dog or a cat or an animal has paws?
Yes.
They walk on? That's their paws, okay? So the author is trying to be funny. He's saying instead of stretch my legs, he's going to stretch my paws in the park. Okay, so Geronimo Stilton is the one telling the story, right? He's the one that tells these stories. He's the I in the story. And he's like, oh, it's such a sunny day. It's a perfect day. It's a wonderful day. I'm going to leave my office and go for a walk in the park. And then he says, you see where I am right here? See that word besides?
Yes.
I'm going to start reading here. Besides enjoying the great weather and getting some exercise, I couldn't wait to grab an ice cream from my favorite park vendor. A vendor is, have you ever been in Taiwan and you're walking or on a scooter or on your bike or riding in a car and you stop on the side of the road or see someone on the side of the road that is selling something from a cart, something you can eat just from their little cart?
Yes.
Okay, that would be a vendor, a park vendor. And we can look on the next page to see what it looks like. So do you see this page right here?
Yes.
This man has his little cart and he's selling ice cream cones. So he's a vendor. And the name, he has a name for his little business, and it's right here. It's called the Cheesy Freeze, okay? Freeze because he's selling ice cream cones, which are frozen, and cheesy because he's putting cheese in them, okay? So then so Geronimo is going out into the park to get an ice cream cone, and it says, then he asks you, Archie, says, have you been there? The freeze, that's his nickname for the cheesy freeze. He says, the freeze makes the most whisker licking good treats. Now, do you see how I've highlighted whisker licking good treats in purple? Whoops, do you see that? Oops, probably not because I'm moving my page around here. Okay, you see whisker licking good in purple?
Yes.
In English, have you ever gone to Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC? Have you ever gone to a restaurant called KFC? I'll show you what it looks like. You ready?
Okay.
KFC.
I know where's KFC.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. Well, they like to say in English that their chicken is finger licking good. which means if you're eating it with your hands, it's so yummy that you want to start licking your fingers because it's finger licking good. So like, like, So finger licking good. That's what KFC says about their chicken. And he calls this ice cream whisker licking good. But what does he want us to think about in English? He wants us to think about finger licking good. Okay? Got it? With me? We good?
Yes.
Okay. But what is scatterbrain I am? Scatterbrain, do you see that word I highlighted in blue with those fancy green letters?
Yes, I see it.
It is not nice to call someone a scatterbrain. So promise me you will never call anybody a scatterbrain. Okay? The only person you can call a scatterbrain is yourself. Okay? Because it's kind of mean to call someone else a scatterbrain, but it's okay to call ourselves a scatterbrain. Now, a scatterbrain is someone who keeps forgetting things. Okay? So for example, in the morning when I'm running around getting ready to go to work, I need to remember to take my medicine and to brush my teeth and to get my water and get my computer and get my keys and my mask and my phone. And sometimes I forget something. Sometimes I'm talking on the phone like this to my mom and I say, I can't find my phone anywhere. Where did I put it? I'm going to be late for work. I can't find it anywhere. Well, where is it?
On your hand.
It's in my hand. Or maybe I have my sunglasses up on the top of my head and I'm like, I can't find my sunglasses anywhere. What did I do with them? Where are they? Well, where are they? On the top of my head. Or maybe I can't remember where I put my keys. And then I'll say to myself, oh, Karen, you are such a scatterbrain because I keep forgetting things. So I can say it to myself, but I don't say it to someone else, okay? Got it? So it's usually someone who is thinking about so many different things at the same time that they forget one or two things. They can't remember everything, okay? So Geronimo says, what a scatterbrain I am. I didn't introduce myself to you, the reader. My name is Stilton, Geronimo Stilton, and I am the editor-in-chief of the Rodents Gazette. That's the name of his newspaper. And he's in charge of the newspaper, okay, of publishing it and writing it and making sure that all the stories are true and that the grammar is good and the writing is good and that the spelling is correct and that it's all ready to go. So he has a very important job. He's in charge. He's the boss of the newspaper. The most famous, but what word should that be?
Famous.
Famous. So we don't want an E on the end. Newspaper on Mouse Island. Anyway, where was I? Oh yes, when I reached the park, I ordered my ice cream. But before I could take one nibble, ring, my cell phone rang. So you see his cell phone here in his pocket?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and there he is about to get his ice cream. Do you think he's very happy that his phone is ringing right now?
No.
No, he's not very happy at all about that. He wants to enjoy his ice cream. Do you see what's on top of the vendor? Do you see this cheese right here?
No. Yes.
Yeah, that's called Swiss cheese. We talked about that when we were reading the Geronimo Venice book and we were looking at Switzerland. And Swiss cheese is from Switzerland. And over here, you always put a cherry on top of your ice cream. Okay, this is where we are going to stop for today. And tomorrow, we're going to turn the page. So don't turn it, no peeking. And we're going to find out who's calling him and why does he have to say goodbye to his ice cream cone. Okay? So,
Okay.
Now I put my iPad away, so now you can see me, right?
Right.
Yeah. I hope that you have a really good night.
The next page.
Oh no, you looked. What am I going to do with you? Hey, Archie, I'm really excited to see you tomorrow. This is one of my favorite stories. Super cool. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm going to sign off and I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.